What's up, everybody? Welcome to another post match reaction from the Sea Robbers TV. Today, we'll be looking back at the game between Orlando Pirates and Marumo Gallants that took place the past week on Wednesday evening at Orlando Stadium. What can I say? The boys did well. 3 points on top of the league. What more can we ask for as Orlando Pirates fans? I think we did a good job. We started the game very quickly, got the first chance, scored a goal. That's what we expect from our players. That's what we expect from professional players. Take the earliest chance and kill the game early on. Destroys any game plan that the opposition had. Maybe if they tried to maybe play out the game, especially if they're playing it away from home, some teams will try to just sit back and frustrate the home team. So it's easier if you take the first chance that you get, punish them, and then destroy their game plan. From there on in, you can control the game, start doing and imposing your game plan on the game, play the way that you want to play. So I think I must congratulate Orlando Pirates from taking the first chance early on and actually just destroying the game plan of Marumo Gallants. That's what we've been crying for. Now what we need to do is take more of the chances that we get to finish off the game completely. Because 1-0 is not a very safe scoreline, even though our defense, like I said again, is very, very solid. We really are building a team that is going to challenge this year. I think Orlando Pirates will be there and thereabouts because we have a defense that is very, very solid, doesn't concede a lot of goals. I think if I remember correctly, we conceded against Chippa and against Stellenbosch. That's 2 goals in 6 games. That's brilliant. Brilliant. I like how the coach is interchanging between Koki, Olisanda, Maila, and CBC, and that central center back role, the three at the back. I like how he's interchanging those players. He's not making too many rash changes at the back, but also just giving each and every player enough rest and then throwing them on in the second half if need be. The starting lineup was almost as I predicted in the post match and the pre match chat. I think I only missed Paseka Marco, who came in for Dion Hoto. And of course, Olisanda was on the bench, and Sibisi and Roki and Maila started at the back. But all in all, it was almost the same starting 11 that played the previous game, where we got a point away against Supersport United. So again, this is what we want to see: consistency in the starting 11, consistency from the coach. It will translate on the pitch. The players will perform. We kept two or three clean sheets in a row now, so we're doing a really good job. Orlando Pirates is actually on the right track. For a new coach who's coming into a new team, this is a good win. Orlando Pirates on top of the log. That's great. So, like I said, we started the game very, very, very quickly. Again, we attacked on the right. Lipasa, I told you was going to be trouble. Lipasa is a very troublesome player. He finds himself in many areas on the pitch. He's not a static striker that's going to find himself in the center circle and waiting for the ball to come into the center. He plays all over the pitches. You find him on the right, you find him on the left. For the first goal, he was on the right. Good turn to turn away from his marker. Attack the 18 area. And I don't know if it was a cross or a shot by him, but did well to get that cross or shot away, ricocheted off the post, and Paseka Maka was there to tuck it in. So that was a brilliant goal early on. The boys did really well to just hit the ground running. Again, I like where Vincent Polo is playing for Orlando Pirates these days. He's just there in the pocket looking for those spaces, trying to connect those passes. We know he's got a brilliant, educated left foot. So he can find the passes. He can link up with Lipasa. He can link up with, if Loach is there, he links up well with Loach, but he can link up with all the other players as well. Musela and Tim, solid in the midfield. Although Musela didn't have his best game, he didn't also have his worst game. It was a little bit of a shaky game for him, but they did the job at the end of the day. Him and Tim, I think, will establish a very, very good partnership in the middle of the park. Also, Kabelo Dlamini again. Okay, he did well to find in the first half. He found Ulipasa with a brilliant ball after good interchanging and counter-attack and good quick counter-attack from Orlando Pirates. Released Lipasa. I think he should have done better and scored there. Tried to chip the keeper wide off the mark. I think he should have done better. But other than that, I didn't see enough of Kabelo Dlamini. I still think he's not up to par. I still think he needs an extended rest. For me, like I said earlier on, I would have put in either Pepra or Evanga to play with Ulipasa, because as you can see, he's all over the pitch. He's stretching defenders. He can create chances. So if we have him up front with Upepra, he's going to stretch one of those center backs, and that's going to open space for Pepra to run in behind or just play those interlinking passes with the midfield. Second half, again, good thing, I think the coach maybe saw again that Kabelo Dlamini is not up to par, substituted him half-time. Makaringa came on. Again, I think he was okay. For me, I don't see a position or a place, especially in this Orlando Pirates, for a player like Makaringa. I think Makaringa is not a modern day player for me. He's too much of a showboater. He's too much of a player that plays of hype instead of form. Or instead of class. I think he just gets into those moments where he does brilliant stuff with the ball. He can do brilliant stuff. But for Orlando Pirates going forward, I don't think he's going to help us to challenge for the league, especially because that's the one that I want the most. I want Orlando Pirates to challenge for the league. These trophies, it's fine. We can win them if we can go on a run. But for a big club like Orlando Pirates, we should be up there with the big teams. Second half, again, we started well off. We created chances, but it was more of us controlling the game, not letting Marumo Gallants get back into the game, although they did create a few chances, especially Ndlondlo, who's a very, very dangerous player, but we kept them relatively at bay. Again, Motswari came on as well for Vincent Paul later on in the game, just to be compact in that midfield, have that midfield three, and with Makaringo also coming into there, just to shut down completely the build up from the midfield. So I also think that was a good change by the coach. We actually, when Motswari came on, it was sort of us killing the game, not letting them play, congesting that midfield. If they want to play, they can go out wide. We've got 3 centre backs at the back. If they try to cross it, we'll just head it away. So all in all, I think it was good game management again. Coach Jose Rivero's in-game management is brilliant. I love it. He sees a mistake, he sees a problem, especially in Kabelo Dlamini, takes him out. I just think now he should start. He should start from the bench in most games until he gains his form back. Evanga also came in, didn't get too many chances because the second half was a bit dull, for lack of a better word. But I like that each and every player, or most of our key players, are getting minutes in, whether it's Evanga, Pepra, Lipasa as well, CB, Sikoki, and Olisanda. Everyone is getting rotated well. I can see that we have a sort of a core of players that are maybe an 18 of players that are going to be playing regularly, especially in the league. I like that. That's consistency. That's the consistency we're looking for. We've got probably 2 players in each position, with Shandu and Munyane fighting for that right wing back. Again, that right flank of Orlando Pirates is where our chances are going to come from. The sooner our strikers realize how to run into the box from those crosses from the right, the better. Orlando Pirates will start winning games by 3 or 4 once we actually get more clinical and get a more understanding from our players, especially coming from the right hand side. Our strikers need to get more understanding of what's happening on that side, because we're creating lots of chances and we need to take them. When we come against teams like Sundowns, we'll rule the chances, because I don't think 1-0 will be enough to win those games. So we need to start taking our chances. Tomorrow, Orlando Pirates are playing against Royal AM in the MTN 8 again. We are away from home. This time we're at the Chatsworth Stadium. They don't want to take us to Moses Mabhida because, they saw what happened. Probably think what happened to Chiefs is going to happen to us there at Chatsworth. But I think if Orlando Pirates again come in with the same energy to kick off games and just on the front foot and try to create chances early on, especially in that right-hand side, and our forward players with Lipasa and Evanga or Pepra just anticipate that the right-hand side is very clinical and very dangerous, I think we can win that game. I was just sitting back and thinking about a prediction for that game. In my honest opinion, I think Orlando Pirates will win 2-1. Again, I said 2-1 the last time, but it was 1-0. I tipped Lipasa to score. I'm tipping him to score this weekend again. Although he didn't score the last week during midweek, I'm tipping him to score this weekend. He's a very dangerous player. Create chances, he will take them. So my prediction for tomorrow in the MTN 8 is Orlando Pirates 2, Real AM 1.